Hey everyone, this is Dr. Retro's Video Game Finds part 116, and it's the week after the big retro convention in Deurne, which my last video was dedicated to, but I found out I had another box of stuff that I bought at the convention that I forgot to show you last time, so these first few items are all from the convention. There was a guy who was selling a lot of Mario Karts, and I bought some of them. These weren't even all, so 2, 4, 6 times Mario Kart 64. Then we have Pokemon Crystal for the Game Boy Color, Utopia for the Super Nintendo, and I just bought this one because I had never seen it before. The game didn't ring a bell for me, and I thought, well, why not pick it up? I now notice that it's a German language version, as you can see here by the SFRG, so that's sad, but I didn't pay a lot. Then Donkey Kong 64 and Disney's Tarzan for the Nintendo 64. I had more Nintendo 64 stuff and 2 really nice console sets. The first of these sets is this Pikachu special edition, where a Pokeball is the on-off button and Pikachu's right foot is the reset button, and there's the controller that's with special colors and Pokemon on the front. Then I have another one of these, but that's with the box. This is the same Pikachu edition, but then with the box, like I just said. Box is in good shape. It's not horrible, it's not superb, has some damage, especially to the sides, but it's in a good condition, especially for these Nintendo 64 boxes, which tend to be a bit more vulnerable than other console set boxes. Then I have 2 loose expansion packs and 1 complete in box, and that was it for the Nintendo 64 from this last bin. The last 2 convention finds: Manhole, Nintendo, yeah, of course Nintendo, but not Nintendo 64. Game & Watch, complete in box. Box is used, has some wear, but for Game & Watches, finding a complete mint copy is near impossible. And then there's the Disney's Treasure Planet press kit for the PlayStation 1. It's a small press kit, but it's one that I didn't have yet, so I'm very happy to have that. So now let's get to the games that came in this week. Time to wrap up this episode with the last finds of this week, and we're not nearly done yet. So let's get started with the acclaimed double player for the NES, which is, I think, one of the most horrible wireless controllers out there. The Konami, what's it called again? This thing, the Konami Hyper Beam it's called. That's the best one, by far, for the NES and the SNES at least. So 1 NES console and 2 SNES consoles, and these of course came with some games. The NES games: Gremlins 2, the new batch, Super Mario Bros. 1, Duck Hunt, Super Mario Bros. 3, Legend of Zelda 1, Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Felix the Cat, and Super Mario Bros. 3, 2, what the hell's wrong with me today? Game Genie with the book, as you can see here, and an NES cleaning kit still in the box. Then for the Super Nintendo, we have Asterix, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Nigel Mansell World Championship, The Lion King, Striker, Mystic Quest Legend, Super Mario All-Stars, and a Super Game Boy player. And that Game Boy player came with some games. And here we have Nemesis, Chase HQ, Donkey Kong, Titus Fox, Motocross Maniacs, Maniacs, Tetris, Super Hunchback, and Super Mario Land Part 1. PC big boxes, and this first one, Blood, is a game that I don't have in my collection, so I'm keeping this beauty. Now I'm just missing Blood 2, which I had a couple of times before I started collecting PC games, sold them, and now I'm without the Blood 2. Command & Conquer for Windows 95, Shogo Mobile, Armor Division, Mortal Kombat 3, Nox, June 2000, Cryptic Passage, which is an expansion for Blood, I already had that one, and Final Fantasy VII, the PC edition. This is one of my bigger online steals of the last few weeks. This is a set of 7 PlayStation 1 games, and in total I paid about half of the last game you will see. So, Time Crisis, Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Lost Vikings 2, North by Northwest, Croc, Crash 2, Suikoden, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The amount I paid was about half of what a Suikoden goes for, so I'm quite happy with this set. Some mixed Nintendo stuff, Zelda Majora's Mask for the N64, Killer Instinct Gold, Jet Force Gemini, International Superstar Soccer 64, 1080 Snowboarding, Rayman 2, Mystical Ninja starring Guimon, and Turok Rage Wars. Then for the Game Boy Advance, Zelda 4 Swords Link to the Past, normal Game Boy Rodland, and this last one is Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong's Double Trouble for the Super Nintendo. A little step aside from the normal gaming items I show you are these two G1, so first generation Transformers. They're both in complete good condition, and I am starting to branch out my toy collection from only Mask, which is what I have now, a complete set, to also Transformers and other stuff. I'm wondering, are you guys interested in seeing this stuff as well, or is it just gaming? Let me know as a reply to this video or on Facebook. Because if you want to see toys as well, I have a crap load of that stuff standing behind me here. I'm going to show you one example of something that also came in. That is this big unit. I'm going to zoom out a bit because it's too big. It's an Action Man hovercraft vehicle. Also came with a bunch of Action Man figures. This isn't my thing, Action Man, because I was a bit too old when this came in fashion. But yeah, it does look really cool, and I got this set at a really cheap price, so that's why I bought it. But if you guys want to see this stuff, let me know and I will show you next time. If you don't want to see it, also let me know and I will skip it and just stay to the games. This was a local pickup, an Atari 2600 Junior console with 8 boxed games for about 30 euros. Galaxian, Junior Pac-Man, Desert Falcon, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Space Invaders. This is another Galaxian, and that's Dig Dug. And the shitty thing is about these Atari 2600 boxes, they're almost always in horrible condition. I'm glad I don't collect these, because I would be so pissed when these ever are in bad condition, and they usually are. From the really old stuff we jump to the fairly new stuff. Gravity Rush for the PS Vita. For my collection, bought this at the second-hand store. Paid 15 euros, and I don't think that's a lot for something that ends up in my collection and is a great game. I played the demo. Then Zelda the Twilight Princess for the GameCube, and American versions of Resident Evil 4, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, the freeloader which you need on your Wii or your GameCube to play these NTSC games, F-Zero GX, and Harvest Moon Wonderful Life. This week's last find, so the end of this video, is a really cool Atari Lynx set. As you can see, the top one is an Atari Lynx, the second model, so the smaller model, complete in box, in great condition, and I'm going to show you an unboxing video of that, so you better wait for it. Blue Lightning and California games, both without the box. Then we have a complete in box car lighter, auto cigarette lighter adapter for the Lynx, and a complete in box games. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Checkered Flag, Rygar, Upside Down, Ninja Gaiden, Electro Cop, Warbirds, Tournament Cyberball, and Shadow of the Beast. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, check out my channel, check out my other videos, and like me on facebook.com/drretromd. Hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.